set to begin a three-day bonanza here of high school basketball coverage. Good afternoon. Chris Cottrell joining you from here courtside on campus at Western Nebraska Community College at Cougar Palace, opening day of the 2026 Girls and Boys Western Conference Tournaments. Great to have you tuning in here on our KNEB.TV YouTube channel. We're going to have 10 TV broadcasts over the next 3 days, and we get started here for your Thursday with two games, both number one seeds in action here at Cougar Palace. Up first, the Gretna East girls sent to take on Ascent Classical Academy of Northern Colorado. This is a 2A school in
Colorado out of Denver, and then in game two, we'll have Ascent Academy taking on the Scottsbluff Bearcats in our boys matchup. That game will also be turned
on 107.3 The Trail. So a little operator note for myself. I'll have to get connected to the Trail between games. Also this
hour, Gary for the girls and boys doubleheader getting going against Chadron. Those games are over at Scottsbluff High, and both Gary games at radio coverage today with Jeff Kelly on KMOR 93.3. The rest of the boys
games here for day one mentioned Scottsbluff and Ascent Academy. Sydney will play Alliance at 5:30 at Gering. Gering plays Chadron. Mentioned that at Scottsbluff. 5:30 for the boys. Gretna East and North Platte. The late game at Scottsbluff at 7 o'clock. Up first here for Gretna East and Ascent Academy in the girls bracket, and then Chadron and Gering, they're getting ready to tip off at Scottsbluff in the girls action. Scottsbluff will play at 7 o'clock tonight against North Platte, and 2-seed Sydney takes on Alliance. That's at Gering, getting ready to go here in just a few minutes. For our first game here on the TV side, the Gretna East girls were in the Class B state title game last year. They lost that game to Omaha Scott. The Lady Griffins are
10-5 on the season. Of course, they played the tough schedule. They've got the 1 seed. Now the great unknown. Ascent Academy 13-0, but they've been given the number 8
seed. It's a public charter school, and over the last few years, these type teams out of Colorado
have shown up and been overmatched. The unbeaten record, but the 8th seed. Very curious to see what it looks like here in Game 1. First of 2 today, the first of 10 over the next
3 days. We've got high school basketball for you on the way. We'll give you starting lineups and have opening tip for our girls matchup at Cougar Palace. Gretna East and Ascent Academy coming up right after this.
To fit your lifestyle and an online account user.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
On KNEB.TV is presented by Allo Fiber and brought to you in part by Ally Real Estate and Property Management, WNCC, and by Farm Bureau Sean Harvey and Josh Hansen. Coverage of the Western Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Allo Fiber and brought to you in part by Consumers Cooperative Federal Credit Union, Pipeworks Plumbing, and by A. Elliott Law. Coverage of the Western Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Allo Fiber and brought to you in part by Team B&C Steel, Advantage Chiropractic, and by Riverstone Bank.
Wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
games for you here at WNCC. The Gretna East girls taking on Ascent Academy, the Lady Archers out of Windsor, Colorado. Their starting five will start with Ascent Academy.
Number 22, Soraya the head coach of the Archers is Francisco Candelaria.
6 per game scorer. Soraya Herdlichka averages 3.5 points per game, and rounding out the starting five is Brisa Franco, a junior. That's your starting five for Ascent.
Number 15, Aaron Branch. Number 24, Justice Love. And number 35, Maddie Shelburne. The head coach of the Griffins is Willie Dudley. The officials for today's contest, Taylor Woodward, Brad Harris, and Dan Long. We appreciate your time and preparation to win the
Senior Taryn French, 11-point per game scorer. Justice Love, a 5'8 freshman, averages 9 points per game. Maddie Shelburne, a 5'10 junior, she averages 8.5 points and 5 rebounds. And Maggie Pfaff, a 5'7 senior, at 2 points per game. And we are ready to go here with opening tip for game number 1. Ball is in the air and Ascent Academy controls. Danica Candelaria, it's ripped away from her. One trip down, a turnover, and in transition, a quick layup for Taryn French. And we are underway. Gretna East in front, 2-0. Little three-quarter court trap. We get a turnover on a throwaway. Back-to-back turnovers to begin the late afternoon here for Ascent Academy. 2-0. Gretna East has the lead early on. Sophia Lindsay handles the basketball. With it, Justice Love. Now left corner on the catch. That's Taryn French. Shelburne, there's a Gretna East turnover. Lady Griffins give it away. Candelaria has the basketball. She averages 19.5 points per game. And a throwaway there along the baseline. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers here in the early going for Ascent Academy. The Lady Archers do come in at 13-0. Their head coach is Francisco Candelaria, and he told me they are a 2A school, and they've played all 1A and 2A teams so far this season. They're in Colorado. They're zoned defensively on the perimeter. Right wing 3 will not drop for Justice Love. She shoots the 3 ball at 24% on the year. Ball goes out of bounds near side, and Ascent Academy will get it back. Seed in the dark navy blue with gray trim. 4 possessions, 4 turnovers for the Lady Archers. Gretna East played in the Class B state championship game a year ago. Visited with their AD earlier, and he said they're hoping this isn't a one-year thing. They'd like to come back as long as everyone out here with the Western Conference will have them. Taryn French has the first 5 points of the ball game, a left corner 3 for French, a 5'10 senior. She averages 11 points per game. So far, we have not seen a shot from Ascent Academy, and we've played 1 minute and 23 seconds. Near turnover. They'll keep the basketball. They'll have a baseline out-of-bounds play with Candelaria inbounding. Comes into Thode. Thode handles. Candelaria on the catch. She'll put it up off the heel of the iron. Rebound comes down to Shelburne. Outlet pass, 2-on-1 transition opportunity. And the fast break bucket for Justice Love, and it is 7-0 early on. Candelaria in the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline. Double teamed. She gets it to Hayden. Now Gretna East zone defensively here in the half court. Jumping into the passing lane. Coming up with the steal is Sophia Lindsay. Can't convert the layup. Taryn French, an offensive rebound. It'll stay with Gretna East. Baseline pass along into the left corner, and Taryn French has started hot. She's knocked down her first 2 3-point attempts, both from the left corner. She's got 8 of the 10, and it's a 10-0 start here in the first 2 minutes and change. Candelaria has it on the perimeter. Now Kizzy Thode, she averages 6 per game. 1-3-1 zone is the look it appears here for Gretna East, and they'll immediately go to the bench. Taylor LaRock checks in. Elaine Graver, a 5'11 freshman. Also onto the floor is Lily Frederick, a 5'7" junior. The lone starter that stays is Maggie Pfaff. Candelaria will shoot the triple. Left side, and there it is for Danica Candelaria, the first bucket of the ball game, and it comes from long range for Ascent Academy. Pfaff along the baseline. It comes back out, high left, putting it on the deck, and a little dribble penetration for Lily Frederick, and that makes it 12-3. The trapping zone near midcourt. Thode nearly kicked it away out of bounds, able to grab possession. Now a turnover. That's number 6. Transition opportunity and back-to-back buckets off the bench since checking in for Lily Frederick. The junior has 4. 14-3 here early, and that'll be turnover number 7 from Ascent. The Lady Archers
getting that way down from Danica Candelaria. And he'll drop
back and pick up in the half court defensively. Frederick handles the basketball. Short corner catch. Gretna East offensively works against this zone from Ascent Academy. Their head coach, Francisco Candelaria, also the head coach for their boys team. They'll play Scottsbluff later tonight. Left wing 3 off the mark from Pfaff. Ball's loose along the baseline. It'll go out of bounds to Ascent Academy. 14-3 our score with 4:15 to play here in quarter number 1. Candelaria handles. She averages 19.5 points per game. Shoots the 3 at 37%. And she has their only basket so far. A 3-point hit. A few trips back. 14-3 Gretna East. The pass to Sophia Hayden. They'll double team her near the left corner, and she stepped along the near sideline as the trap and the footwork not able to stay in bounds. 8 turnovers here in the first quarter so far for Ascent. Lady Griffins basketball. Frederick handles. Taylor LaRock on the catch. Now they move it right corner. The bounce pass underneath. It comes back outside. 3-point shot would not go that time for French. She'll get another opportunity, and Taryn French has 3 first quarter threes. Give her 11 points here in the first 4.5 minutes. Candelaria brings it across the timeline. They look to double team her. 2 defenders on the trap. Candelaria will get a reach-in foul called. I believe that's going to go on Lily Frederick. If so, that'll be her first. It'll be the first team foul on Gretna East. Class B state title game participant a year ago. They lost the
championship game against Scott Catholic to Skip Halloween, the ladies tie-off at that state title.
10-5 the record right now. Coming into play today here for Gretna East. Their head coach is Wade Coulter. Had a nice conversation with him about 30 minutes or so before tip-off. Really nice guy, excited to be out here and playing some brand new competition over the next few days. Danica Candelaria connects on another long-distance shot. Couple of threes for Candelaria here in the first quarter. Gretna East works against the zone. French has been hot. 3-pointer off the front of the iron will not go. Nice effort to save the ball in bounds. And I believe that was Justice Love throwing it off an Ascent player, but they'll say it was along the baseline. It looks like it'll be Ascent Academy basketball. We've got a timeout on the floor.
For a 30-second timeout. Go ahead and keep it right here. And 2:41 to play in quarter number 1. Gretna East leading at 17-6 so far here in the early going. Other games underway right now. There's 3 girls games underway. Gretna East and Ascent here.
Shadron playing Gehring at Scottsbluff High School, and Sydney and Alliance underway at Gehring High. The 3
4 o'clock games. The other
game 7 o'clock start at Gehring later tonight with Scottsbluff taking on North Platte. We'll have 2 games for you on the TV side today. Here from Cougar Palace, the Scottsbluff boys in Ascent Academy will
They'll play game number 2.
That one's scheduled to tip at about 5:30. Ascent basketball out of the timeout. We get a turnover in the backcourt, and now Shelburne fouled just inside the left elbow. 9 turnovers committed by the Lady Archers. First team foul against Ascent. Taryn French, open 3, right side. A little bit short, offensive rebound. One dribble, strong take to the rim. Sophia Lindsay with the bucket, and it's 19-6. A turnover on the inbounds pass. That's 10 first quarter turnovers for Ascent Academy. They've got 2 Danica Candelaria 3 balls. French will inbound. Left side, open 3. That's going to hit off the right side of the iron, and Candelaria comes down with the board for Ascent Academy. They look to trap her in the backcourt. Steal from Sophia Lindsay. Bounce pass right block. The layup wouldn't go for Taryn French. Offensive rebound, but stepping along the baseline trying to haul in that loose ball. And the loose ball, it'll go to Ascent Academy, and they throw it away immediately on the inbounds pass. Left wing 3 ball. That one drops for Maggie Fav. Fav, a 5'7" senior, with the 4th 3-point make here in the opening quarter, and it's a 22-6 lead in the early going. Sophia Hayden kicks it to the right side wing. Handling over near the corner was Quinn Candelaria, coach's daughter, a freshman. Ascent turnover leads to a run out the other direction, and Sophia Lindsay with the layup. 24-6 here with a minute and a half to play in this first quarter. Hayden had it knocked away, able to pick it up, keep possession for Ascent Academy. 1:18 to play. Shot clock here at 20. The freshman Candelaria, Quinn Candelaria, on the left wing. Gets it to her older sister, the senior Danica. Candelaria holds. Sophia Lindsay defending. Candelaria's shot blocked from on the perimeter, and it falls cleanly to Gretna East. On the push is Lindsay. She lost the basketball. I think she was going to give it one final dribble and try to dump it off to Pfaff. And they turned it over for Gretna East. 2 turnovers here in this first quarter. They'll continue
to rotate through the players checking in.
Is Taylor LaRock. Also back onto the floor is Lily Frederick. Heather Wadsworth, a 5'9" senior, on for Gretna East also. 45 seconds to play here in the first. Danica Candelaria's pass deflected. A Gretna East steal. The run out, and missing the layup that time was Justice Love. Danica Candelaria with pressure in the backcourt being applied by LaRock. 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. Spinning with the basketball is Soraya Herdlichka, and we'll get a whistle. And another turnover committed by Ascent Academy. Unofficially, I've got them for 13 here in this first quarter. 24-6 our score, 21 seconds to play. Shot clock off. We'll see what Gretna East wants to do here in the final 20 seconds. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Now high left. It comes back to Taylor LaRock. Left side out high. Now it goes into the corner. 3-point shot from Justice Love. Will not drop. Couple of seconds left. Offensive rebound. Love at the buzzer. Got the shot up in time. And Justice Love with her second field goal of the opening quarter. We've played one with the girls 1 seed Gretna East leading it 26-6 over Ascent Academy on our KNB.TV YouTube channel.
Flip my burgers with season on, I press them again. It's just really satisfying seeing how beautiful they turn out. Quite honestly, when I'm on the grill, we should really be charging double with the quality and love that I put into them.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug.
Great to have you watching on our YouTube channel. Gretna East leading Ascent Academy, the one leading the 8 seed here in our girls bracket, day 1 for the Western Conference Tournament, 26-6. The Lady Griffins with the lead by 20, and they'll have the basketball to begin things here in quarter number 2. Handling the basketball is Lily Frederick. She had 4 first quarter points. Taylor LaRock has it on the right wing. Justice Love out of the right corner. That three-point shot, she was kind of drifting back towards the sideline on the release, and it came up, well, about that much short. Ascent Academy with Kizzy Thode handling on the right side. Spin dribble into a deep two-point jumper just inside the arc. Shot partially blocked. It leads to a run out the other way, and converting with the 2-on-1 transition basket. With her first 2 points of the game, and it's 28-6 here early in the second quarter. They double team the ball handler near midcourt. Gracie Rosecrans, the sophomore, throws it away. 14 turnovers unofficially. Bounce pass down low, looking middle and then turning right. Scoring it over the right shoulder that time, Heather Wadsworth, her first 2 points off the bench, and that pushes the lead to 24 points at 30-6. In the backcourt, Thode, and it's going to go off the fingertips of Rosecrans and the ball out of bounds. To Gretna East. 30-6 the score. We've played a minute and 10 seconds here in the second quarter. Taryn French had 11 first quarter points. She passes out of the left corner. Ascent Academy stays zoned defensively. French gets it back. Left corner three again. 3 of her 4 3-point buckets have come from that exact spot there in the left corner. Taryn French's father, Travis, we're going to talk with him at halftime as his daughter Taryn comes up with a steal and a one-on-none transition opportunity, and Taryn French has 16 points in the first half. Her father, Travis, was a 1995 graduate just down the road at Mitchell High School. And we'll visit with him for that Western Nebraska tie to Gretna East coming out here at halftime. Was able to meet him ahead of tip-off earlier this afternoon. We get a walking violation called against Kizzy Thode.
Junior guard for Ascent Academy. They're up to 16. It's up to 29 points now, 35-6.
Gretna East in front big. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. French, who's had the hot hand. They work it against the zone left wing. Now it comes back up top right side. Now in the left corner, operating off the dribble that time is Maggie Pfaff. They get it to Maddie Shelburne, and the 5'10 junior knocks it in from about 8 feet for her first 2 points. 31-point lead, 37-6. Danica Candelaria has the only 2 baskets of the game, a pair of threes for Ascent Academy. Left side baseline, short corner Jay off the mark for Herdlichka. And a near steal for Quinn Candelaria in the backcourt. We'll have a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Gretna East. Sophia Lindsay, that'll be her first personal. That comes off the third Lady Griffin's turnover. Danica Candelaria will inbound the basketball. It comes into her sister Quinn. Couple of dribbles. Back to Danica Candelaria. She'll launch from well behind the college three-point line. A 37% three-point shooter in Danica Candelaria has knocked down all 3 buckets here today for Ascent Academy. She's got all 9 points. Missed shot on the other end, and here comes the Lady Archers. Quinn Candelaria hoists from the left wing, and that three-point shot misses everything to the right of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds, and more substitutions here as the head coach for Gretna East, Wade Coulter, just continues to cycle through everyone on his roster here in the first half. Ellie Hinn, a 5'8 junior's on. Justice Love gets it into the hands of Lily Frederick. Hinn, they'll kick it left side. Love, and she walked with the basketball. That'll be the 4th turnover committed by Gretna East. .435 to play, quarter number 1. 37-9 the score. Quinn Candelaria to Danica Candelaria. They were going to set a little side screen and roll action. Instead, Candelaria took it herself up top. Now handling is Rosecrans. Rosecrans picks up her dribble. Quinn Candelaria. Defending her is Ellie Hinn. Jumper won't drop that time for Ascent Academy. And Gretna East looks to push in transition with Hadley Stunts. Now with it along the baseline. They'll dump it underneath the Hinn. She's fouled. I think that'll go on Danica Candelaria, fouling the shooter from behind. And with an even 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter, we'll get our
First free throw attempt of the game for Gretna East with
Trinity Adams had come on for a couple of trips for Ascent Academy. She checks out. Hinn ready to shoot her second at the line. Not a lot of rotation on that release, but able to hit both. Ellie Hinn with 2 points. 30-point lead, 39-9 with 3:50 to play here in the first half. Rosecrans to Quinn Candelaria. Now on the catch is Brisa Franco. Stolen up top. Franco hustling back defensively, but able to take it to the bucket with the right-hand layup. 41-9 our score. Ascent Academy came in 13-0, playing a 1A and 2A schedule in Colorado. Danica Candelaria with Hinn defending on the perimeter. Gets middle. Candelaria, step back three. Getting a hand on the shot that time on the release was Frederick for the block. Ball goes out of bounds. We've got a contact on the floor. So a little eyewear situation there for Quinn Candelaria. She'll go to the bench. Kizzy Thode checks back in for Ascent Academy. 41-9 our score. 3:05 to play here in the first half. 3 out of the left corner will not drop that time for Hadley Stunts. Get an offensive rebound. And now the ball out of bounds on that missed shot. 41-9. It'll go back to the Lady Archers. 3:01 to play here in the first half. It's been all Gretna East as expected in this 1-8 matchup. Gambling on in the passing lane, coming up empty that time, going for a steal. Gretna East. Jumper off the mark from Thode. Here come the Lady Griffins. It's turned into a 2-on-1. Missing the layup off the left block that time. And we've got a foul. We'll get free throws coming for Gretna East. Peyton Boone, a 5'11 freshman.
Shoot a pair. The first
is a little bit strong. Gretna East scored 26 points in the first quarter. They've backed it off to 15 here with 2.5 minutes still to play in the first half. 1 of 2, Boone splits a pair. And with 2:38 to play, Ascent Academy will inbound. Handling it is Thode. She'll bring it across the timeline. Thode near side on the catch. Herdlichka. Herdlichka being guarded on the perimeter by Wadsworth. We've got a player down. There's a little bit of a collision, and Kizzy Thode goes to the floor for Ascent Academy. She's limping a little bit. She'll walk to the bench far side of the gym. Cougar Palace, our location. 2 games here with both the 1 seeds in action. Scottsbluff boys play a little bit later on at 5:30, and then we'll have 4 semifinal games and the 3rd place championship games coming up on Saturday. So 4 games tomorrow and 4 more again to close out the tournament on Saturday. Sophia Hayden handles, starts right, comes left, now works her way back to the right side up near the top of the arc, and that'll be our first shot clock violation of the ball game. Ascent Academy with 13 first quarter turnovers. That was their 5th here in the second, so 18 unofficially so far in this first half. 2 minutes to play. Taryn French with the basketball. She'll leave it, and now LaRock has it. Ascent's been 2-3 zone defensively pretty much every trip down. They swing it left side. Comes back to French on the right wing. Low block right side. Nice up and under move and score. Just in that simple catch, up and under, and scoring move right there. You can tell she's got a bright future with her movements with the basketball in her hands. Danica Candelaria can't knock down her 4-3 of the half. Graver with the outlet pass. LaRock, one-hand pass from one side of the paint to the other. Makes it 46-9 with 70 seconds to play in the first half. Hayden picks up her dribble, gets it to Candelaria. Danica Candelaria driving it down the right side of the lane area. We'll get a whistle and a foul. A blocking foul will go against Gretna East. Foul charge to Maggie Pfaff. That'll be her first personal. And we'll get free throws now for Danica Candelaria. A 67% free throw shooter on the season. Off the mark on that first one, Candelaria will get a second. She splits the pair, hits the second, 55 seconds to play. French, right side, gives it up. Now on the drive to the bucket for 2 more. Wadsworth has all 6 of her points off the bench in this second quarter. And it is 48-10 with 40 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Halftime approaching. Again, we'll have a special halftime guest. It'll be Travis French, the father of Gretna East senior Taryn French. He's a 1995 Mitchell High grad. Played some basketball in high school here at WNCC for the WTC tournament. We'll talk about their trip out, excitement level for their girls program to be here for 3 straight days, and we'll dig back into the memory archives a little bit and talk some old high school basketball for Travis French. Danica Candelaria handles it on the right wing. Shot clock off. She'll lean in, force some contact. We'll get a foul on Heather Wadsworth of Gretna East, and that'll put Candelaria back at the line to shoot 2 more. Danica Candelaria has all 10 points for Ascent Academy in the first half. Left the first free throw short. 11 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Candelaria misses both. The rebound to Graver. Nice look ahead. LaRock bounce pass, driving it from left to right. For Maggie Pfaff, that gives her 5. Graver started that whole sequence with the rebound.
Nice outlet pass. Halftime score here at WNCC Cougar Palace.
One seed in the girls bracket, Gretna East up by 40 as they lead Ascent Academy by the score of 50-10. We'll come back with more here at halftime on the Rural Radio Network right after this.
To have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
No surprise here, top seed Gretna East leading Ascent Academy by the score of 50-10. We have a special guest here at halftime. Give a little details during the second quarter. Joining now is Ryan Chris. His daughter is senior Karen, senior for this Gretna East Griffiths team. And Travis graduated from Mitchell High School back in 1995. And they doesn't stop. Angle to the Gretna East crowd was looking for to talk about the one. I guess we could start with the first half of basketball. We got the back this week. We didn't quite know what to make of the first three of those teams, but it was given that way. The first two quarters of the tournament got really right after this. And It could be more good, you could have
Would you like to sponsor a music career for your business or organization? Contact the Activities Office for more information.
You look at
Are you tired of being tired? Sweet Dream Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dreams Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
Ready to get this second half underway from Western Nebraska Community College. Chris Cottrell with you. Day 1 of 3 for the Western Conference tournaments for the girls and the boys. Gretna East, the 1 seed here in the girls bracket, making easy work so far of Ascent Academy, a school out of Windsor, Colorado. The first bucket of the half goes to 6-foot senior Jada Freeland. Her first 2 points, a 52-10 lead. We'll have that running clock here as we move through this second half, and things will zip right along. Ascent Academy with it on the left wing. Good to see Kizzy Thode. She took a spill earlier here in the second quarter, left the game limping, but she's back on the floor. Danica Candelaria has all 10 points for Ascent Academy. The Lady Archers, 13-0, playing that 1A and 2A schedule against those fellow charter schools over in Colorado. Danica Candelaria off the left side of the backboard on that 3-point miss. On the perimeter with it, Lindsay. A little paint touch. Perimeter pass, they'll move it near side, left wing, off the dribble drive, pulling up for the jump shot just outside the lane area. It won't go, but the offensive rebound and scoring it was Lily Frederick. 54-10 our score with 6 minutes and 35 seconds to play here in this third quarter. 44-point margin here for Gretna East. Candelaria on the spin dribble, works it into the paint, misses the shot, and the rebound controlled by Maddie Shelburne. Shelburne has it. Nice shot fake, freed her up, and that opened up a passing lane to the left wing. Off the mark on the jumper, Frederick. Offensive rebound. And Shelburne gets her second basket. 56-10. We've played 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Gretna East will go to the hockey line change at the next dead ball with 5 coming in over the boards on the next whistle. Danica Candelaria holds. Shot clock off, running clock on. 5:45 to play. Sophia Lindsay continues to pressure the basketball on the perimeter. Shelburne defends against Candelaria. Sophia Hayden now with it. A junior averaging 6.5 has not scored. We get a turnover. First of the quarter for Ascent Academy. And now Gretna East with their 5th of the game. The Lady Archers give it right back. And Shelburne had it poked away, and the ball goes out of bounds. 5-for-5 change here for Gretna East. French is back on. Also coming back in is Pfaff. LaRock, the sophomore, a non-starter, is checked back in. Elaine Graver, the 5'11 freshman, like what she did in some limited minutes in the first half. She'll inbound it. It comes to Taryn French. French, a little pitch back to Graver. Bounce pass. LaRock off the dribble drive from the right wing was cut off defensively there by Candelaria. French on a catch-and-shoot 3. That caroms off the back of the iron. Offensive rebound to Graver. They get it to French. They'll move it right side. Again, shot clock off. Running clock is in effect here, and French's pass to the low post area is intercepted by Kizzy Thode. Thode gives it to Danica Candelaria. They'll move it right wing, and that pass, too hot to handle underneath the hands. It bounces out of bounds. As Ascent will give it back to Gretna East. I'll say it was touched, so it'll stay Ascent Academy basketball. 3:50, clock continues to run here. It will be a fast moving second half. Danica Candelaria puts it on the deck. She'll get to the right baseline and lost possession of it. A little mini collision there with Taryn French. They play through that. Bit of minimal contact. Candelaria lost the basketball. Goes back to Gretna East. French into the corner. That's Pfaff. French. They'll move it against the zone. Graver. Now back outside. They'll swing it left wing. Three-point shot. Would not drop for French. Offensive rebound. The stick back wouldn't drop for Wadsworth. She had 6 in the second quarter. She's fouled. She'll step to the line. Our 5:30 game will be the Scottsbluff boys and Ascent Academy. 2:59 to play here, but the clock continuing to move even during these free throws for Heather Wadsworth from Gretna East, a 5'9" senior that comes off the bench. Multiple substitutions as that pattern continues. For the Lady Griffins, who lead it 57-10. Wadsworth gets 1 of 2 at the line. Danica Candelaria now into the hands of Sophia Hayden. Hayden's going to hoist from way outside. She'll bank in the triple. The first points of the game for Ascent Academy from someone other than Danica Candelaria. On the banked in 3 from Sophia Hayden. Their 4th three-point bucket. We've got a turnover committed by Gretna East as Hadley Stutz could not handle that pass down around ankle area, and it goes out of bounds right in front of our location courtside here on Press Row. Ascent basketball. Kizzy Thode will handle. The freshman Peyton Boone defending up top. Gretna East has gone man. Emily Rands, a freshman, has not seen too much of the basketball in her limited action today. And now we'll get a whistle and a shooting foul that'll send Kizzy Thode to the line for Ascent Academy. All 10 games played here at WNCC this weekend. 2 today, 4 tomorrow, 4 Saturday will be right here where you're watching right now on our KNEB.TV YouTube channel. Trayton Harmon producing. So we are here for the duration. Thode misses the first. Any game that includes Scotts Bluff here at WNCC will also be simulcast on 107.3 The Trail, a normal radio broadcast for Scotts Bluff anytime they're in action the next 3 days here. Won't have the Bearcat girls game on air tonight when they play North Platte, the late game at 7 at Gering High, and all Gering games here at WNCC will also air on KMOR 93.3. Jeff's got the Gering-Shadron doubleheader right now on KMOR. Those two teams playing girls and boys matchups at Scotts Bluff. Boone steps into a 3. Left it short. Ball bounces around the baseline. Picking it up for Ascent Academy was Emily Rands. 57-13. Final 10 seconds. Danica Candelaria's 3 rims out. Rands an offensive rebound, reaching in to force the tie-up. Gretna East, and with the running clock, the buzzer sounds, and at the end of 3, it is 57.
Tomorrow we'll have the 4th quarter for you coming up right after this.
Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
KNEB.TV, our YouTube channel. We've got game number 1 here at WNCC. It's opening day for the Western Conference Tournament. Girls and boys brackets. The 8 teams involved this year. Scottsbluff and Gering, of course. Chadron and Alliance. And also Ascent Academy, a lower level school, 2A school over in Windsor, Colorado. 1 versus 8 here in game 1 for the girls bracket, and it's all 1 seed. Gretna East leading at 57-13. Taryn French, we had the pleasure of speaking with her dad at halftime, a Mitchell grad from 1995, Travis French. Taryn, his daughter, has 16 points. Gretna East well on their way to their 11th victory of the year, a team that played in the Class B state championship game a year ago, losing to Omaha Scott Catholic. It'll be Ascent basketball with Kizzy Thode handling to begin the 4th quarter. Defending up top is Lily Frederick. Now Danica Candelaria gives it up. Right side to Hayden. Winds up back with Candelaria. Again, the shot clock will be off, and the running clock is on with the margin we have right now of 44 points. Challenging that shot defensively, Gretna East forcing a miss from the Lady Archers. We get a whistle, and the ball will go back to the Lady Griffins. Bringing it up the floor is Lily Frederick. She has 6 points through 3 quarters. On the catch, quick pass into the post area to Boone. She lost it. I've got Gretna East with 7 turnovers so far in the ball game. That number a bit higher here for Ascent Academy. It's Gering leading Chadron, second half underway, 25-22 in that girls matchup over at Scottsbluff. Winner of that one will take on Gretna East here tomorrow in a 3:30 start time. You assume the Scottsbluff boys will handle business with no problems against Ascent Academy, and the Scottsbluff boys will play the early game tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon against either Sydney or Alliance. We'll get a tie-up on that whistle. Possession arrow will keep it with Ascent Academy. 57-13. Thode on the catch, couple of dribbles right. They have connected on 4 threes and 1 free throw for their 13 points in this one. A little baseline drive out of the right corner. Soraya Herdlichka was cut off defensively. Ball stays on the perimeter. And if you're Ascent Academy, you're in no hurry at all. I'm sure you want to play some offensive basketball if you can. Shot clock is off with the running clock on. And again, even during that whistle on the foul, that clock will continue.
And the center first team foul.
Clock down to 5:20 to play in this 4th quarter. Gretna East will play either Gering or Chadron tomorrow here in round 2. Danica Candelaria kicks it into the left corner. The 3-point shot from Hayden wouldn't go. She rebounds her own miss. That attempt off the underside of the rim, and Gretna East has the basketball back. Hadley stunts, gives it up to Graver in the paint, and she's whistled for the walk. Lane Graver, the freshman, turns it over. That's the 3rd turnover in the 4th quarter for Gretna East. They led after 1, 26-6, and they were up by 40 at the break. They led at halftime 50-10. They've taken the foot off the gas pedal, scored just 7 points in the 3rd quarter. They played everyone on their bench that suited up. On the catch, now the back down at the foul line. Thode gives it up on the perimeter to Rands. Sophia Hayden on the catch. We've got 4 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Cross-court pass intercepted that time. The look ahead, and that'll lead to an easy layup for Elaine Graver. That is the first points of the fourth quarter for either team. And we're down to 3:50 to play. Pull-up shot off the dribble for Thode, a little bit short. Rebound controlled by Graver. With it in the right corners, Wadsworth. Bullet pass from right to left. It comes to the shooter near the left corner. Knocking down the triple is Maggie Pfaff. She's got 8, and that makes it 62-13. 3 minutes and 22 seconds to play here in the ball game. Kizzy Thode is a junior. Handling, they lose the basketball. Now we'll get a whistle and a tie-up. You had 2 Lady Griffins in on it. And Sophia Hayden battling for it for the Lady Archers. 62-13. We drop under 3 minutes to play. It's times like this you realize how important the running clock is to just keeping some integrity in matchups like this. 62-13. 2:40 to play in regulation. It takes pressure off coaches on both sides, and it gets everybody out of a ball game that needs to end sooner rather than later, which is exactly what this one is. Taylor LaRock, an offensive rebound, a putback. She's got 4. 2:20 to play in the game. Danica Candelaria will get a timeout taken by their head coach, Francisco Candelaria. It'll be a full timeout. We'll break with them with 2:18 to play in the fourth quarter. It's 64-13. Gretna East up big.
Tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Aloe Fiber and brought to you in part by Olix, Midwest Auto Used Parts, Snell Services Inc., and by Western Nebraska Regional Airport. Coverage of the Western Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Aloe Fiber and brought to you in part by Ally Real Estate and Property Management, WNCC, and by Farm Bureau Sean Harvey and Josh Hansen. Coverage of the Western Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Aloe Fiber and brought to you in part by Consumers Cooperative Federal Credit Union, Pipeworks Plumbing, and by A. Elliott Law.
64-13, a fast-moving second half here at WNCC with the Gretna East Lady Griffins rolling past Ascent Academy out of Windsor, Colorado. 51-point lead. Ascent does not have a 2-point field goal in this one. 4 threes and a single tally at the foul line. Out of the timeout with it is freshman Emily Rands. Now Quinn Candelaria caught it, passed it without seeing her intended target, and it turns out to be another Ascent Academy turnover. The turnover numbers have come down, due in part to the running clock here in this second half. Lining up a 3-point shot from the side. Drilling that one was Hadley Stuntz. That is the 6th 3-point basket of the game for Gretna East. The lead to 67-13. Quinn Candelaria's bounce pass is stolen away. Bounce pass from left to right. The assist that missed the number on the basket scorer there for Gretna East. 69-13 the score. Nice feed from LaRock on the penetration. Found an open teammate along the right block. Candelaria's pass to the right block opposite end of the floor. Missing the shot that time, Herdlichka. And here comes Gretna East. Again, LaRock the assist, the layup that time to Peyton Boone. She's got 3 points. And we're down to 45 seconds to play in the ball game. 71-13. And that long 3-point attempt, the effort there from Danica Candelaria sails out of bounds. Trinity Adams, the senior, comes onto the floor here for the closing half minute. LaRock inbounds. She'll get it back and bring it up the floor for Gretna East. Might not see a shot the rest of the way here on this final trip down the floor. And LaRock will back the basketball out to the 10-foot stripe, and they will dribble out the clock. A 71-13 final score as the Gretna East Lady Griffins will win it convincingly here at WNCC over Ascent Academy out of Windsor, Colorado. 71. In their first game of the weekend. We'll come back with more in our post-game show right after this.
To other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Back here on a post-game show for you, KNEB.TV YouTube channel. Game 1 of 2 from Western Nebraska Community College here at Cougar Palace is in the books here on day 1 of the Western Conference Tournament. In that game, the Gretna East girls, the 1 seed for the weekend, knocking off Ascent Academy 71-33. We'll run down the scoring leaders for both these teams. We'll start with Ascent Academy. 10 of their 13 points scored by Danica Candelaria. She knocked down 3 threes and scored 10 of their 13. The only other bucket coming from Sophia Hayden in the third quarter, that was a 3. So for Ascent Academy, they make 4 threes, 1 free throw, and no 2-point field goals in the loss as they drop to 13-1. Yes, that is the record they had coming in, 13-0, their first loss of the season. For Gretna East, they improved to 11-5. Taryn French scored 16 points, all in the first half, including 4 3-point baskets. The only player in double figures is they were really rotating girls in and out from the jump here in this one. Sophia Lindsay scored 4. Justice Love scored 6 points. Maddie Shelburne and Taylor LaRock with 4 apiece. Elaine Graver off the bench had 4. Maggie Pfaff scored 5. 6 for Lily Frederick. Heather Wadsworth off the bench got 6 in the second quarter. She scored 7 in the game. And then a little bit further down on the roster, you had Hadley Stutz with 3. Peyton Boone, a freshman, scored 3. 2 points each for Jada Freeland and Ellie Hinn. We'll take one more break and come back and wrap up our opening broadcast of the Western Conference Tournament right after this.
Basketball tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Aloe Fiber and brought to you in part by Team B&C Steel, Advantage Chiropractic, and by Riverstone Bank. Coverage of the Western Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Aloe Fiber and brought to you in part by Olix, Midwest Auto Used Parts, Snell Services Inc., and by Western Nebraska Regional Airport. Coverage of the Western Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Aloe Fiber and brought to you in part by Ally Real Estate and Property Management, WNCC, and by Farm Bureau Sean Harvey and Josh Hansen.
Ascent Academy 71-13. The 1 seed for the boys, no surprise here. Scottsbluff Bearcats come in with a record of 11-3 off a 30-point win over Gering. They'll take on Ascent Academy, this same school out of Windsor, Colorado. Their record is 4-9. Same head coach for the Ascent boys as they've got on the girls team. So Francisco matchup as far as these 1-8 games are concerned. Scottsbluff beat Learning Tree, a similar type school, a year ago. Out of Colorado, 101-12 on day 1 of the tournament. So we're expecting something, well, somewhat similar here on day 1 in the boys bracket. That'll do it for our opening TV broadcast. We'll rejoin you for TV and radio here in about 5, 6, 7 minutes, somewhere in that vicinity, and we'll have it simulcast for you on 107.3 The Trail. That'll do it for game number